Okay, what we have here are 4 batteries of a popular name brand. These are 115 amp hour deep cycle marine duty 12 volt batteries. This represents half of the storage capacity that the system will have. There were no more in stock at Sears, so we'll probably visit another store within the next week or so and see if any more have come in. This represents what I hope the system will use to average out our overall power consumption, since the number of modules we bought, based on my calculations, exceed the estimated average usage by a factor of almost 3. The idea behind the batteries is that we can then average out the output of the solar panels so that we get their benefit not only during the hours of sunlight but also in the evening, and if our consumption is really light, maybe even sell some back to the utility for them to give back to us at a later point in time through billing. Okay. Right here, what we have is the second pallet, and we'll look at the items that are actually contained in the crates. I just want to kind of show you what form they come in when you receive them. These were ordered from a company well known if you spend much time on the internet, in Miami, Florida. And this should represent the hybrid grid tie Xantrex inverter, the battery charging modules, and a array of different types of brackets and what have you. The overall system will require more than what we have here. I did want to have a chance to review what actually came in the shipment before I continued to go forward and buy mounting brackets. This crate, just to give you an idea, is approximately 3 feet wide and about 6 feet long. The modules themselves are 36 by 65 or 65.5. These particular modules are Evergreen Solar model ES-A-205-FA3. I specifically requested Class A or Series A modules, which are blemish free, I guess you'd say. They don't have defects in the solar cells, but most people will tell you that even with defects, that the solar cells generally don't have any diminished capacity or quality. So why they go through the trouble to separate them, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, currently I have this and the batteries stored in my shop, where I also have several other projects going. As you can see, this isn't my first trip on the solar merry-go-round, but it is definitely the biggest. So we'll see how this goes. Part of what prompted me to do this when I did is we're now going through the second or third, if you want to count what happened around 2002, about the third big jump in oil prices that we've seen in the past decade, and I don't see it getting much better anytime soon. And I thought, rather than waiting for the politicians to give America its energy independence, it finally occurred to me that we must all do this for ourselves. I mean, if you wait for someone else to do it for you, then you'll get what you put into it. So I want my energy independence, and this is what I have to do to get it. I took out a loan and borrowed some money, and I will pay it back at a rate roughly equivalent to a small electric bill. So the difference is after 4 years I'll own my electricity. Alright, next one, you see we may actually look at some equipment.